Assalamualaikum. Today we gonna be discuss about emergency response plan. An emergency response plan is a document that lists of the series of steps your organization will take during a critical event, such as a fire or active shooter threat, to ensure improved safety and minimize the impact of emergency operation. Overall, of the objective of the emergency plan. An emergency plan specifically produced for handling sudden and expected situation. The objective is to be prepared to prevent fatalities and injury. First, reduce damage to building, stock and equipment. Second, protect the environment and the community. Third, accelerate the resumption of normal operation. Fourth, development of the plane begin with vulnerability assessment. The result of the study will show how likely a situation is to occur, what means are available to stop or present the situation, what is necessary for a given situation. From the analysis, appropriate emergency procedure can be established.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Izzat bin Rosli and I will be presenting you the examples of technological and natural hazards. First would be the fire and explosions. Fire and explosions hazards can be devastating in terms of lives lost, injuries, damage to property and environment, and also business continuity. Working with flammable liquids, dust, gases, and solids can be risky because of the risk of fire and explosions. Next would be the building and major structural collapse. These hazards can expose you to the airborne smoke and dust, and also expose you to hazardous materials, and can cause slip, trip, and fall hazards from holes, protruding rebars. Next will be the unintentional release of products. These hazards can take many lives, and it's very hard to deal with it if it suddenly happened. Next will be the loss of electrical power and loss of water supply. These hazards can cause many problems as both are used in daily lives. Without it, there's a lot of things that humans cannot do. Next would be the loss of communications. The loss of communications can cause a lot of problems in situations where you need help from other people. Lastly, it would be the last examples would be areas where flammables, explosive or chemicals, the places that should be considered to be extreme, to be a place where there's likely technological hazard.
Talk about benefit of emergency response plan. This is top 5 that I know. The first one is know. The second one is learn. Third one is establish. Fourth is ensure, and the last one is test. So I want to explain about the benefit. The first one is know. That know is know how to prepare, write, and test emergency plans that are appropriate to the risk that your organization is expressed to. So the second one is learn. Learn how to identify hazard, investigate incidents, and prepare a comprehensive hazard register. The third is establish incident command system and ensure your communication lines between your team and external support group are perfect. So So the fourth is ensure you have the right resources in the right place to deal with the identified hazard. So the last one is test your emergency plans through simulate scenarios and experience the pressure in decision making by taking part in an emergency response exercise.
So I will talk about disadvantage of emergency response plan. So number one is time and resources. Developing and maintaining an emergency plan can require significant time, effort and financial resources from an organization. Number two, false alarm. False alarms or situations that do not require activation of the emergency plan can create confusion and disrupt normal operation. So number four is liability. In some cases, failure to follow emergency procedures or improperly implementing an emergency plan could result in liability for an organization. So number five is unforeseen event. Even with a well-designed and implement emergency, it may not be possible to fully prepare for every potential emergency situation that could arise.
Of an emergency response plan typically includes the following key elements, such as first, we have the recap of key information, which is summarize the main component of the emergency response plan, such as contact information, roles and responsibility, equation, procedure and resource allocation. Second is training and preparedness. So, highlight the importance of ongoing training and preparedness for all personnel involved in the plan. Emphasize the need for regular drills and exercises. So number three is communication. So stress the signification of clear and effective communication during emergencies, both within the response team and with external agency and stakeholder. Number four is documentation. Emphasize the importance of documenting all actions and decisions made during the response to help with post-incidents, analyze and improvement. Number five is evaluation and improvement. So discuss the need for post-incidents evaluations and analysis to identify area improvement and the emergency response plan. Encourage a culture of continuous improvement. Number six, we have resource management. So discuss the proper handling of resources during and after the emergency, including inventory management and restocking procedure. Number seven, we have recovery and resilience. Is briefly touch on the transition from response to recovery and resilience building, which may include addressing long-term consequences and mitigation efforts. So number eight, we have contact information. Provide a list of key contact and resources for further information or assistance, both internally and externally. So second last, we have acknowledgement. Thanks all participant, contribution and stakeholder for their involvement and commitment to emergency preparedness. So the last one, we have signature and date. So include a space for signature and the date of signify the plans
completion, and acceptance. So, remember that the conclusion should be concise and clear, serving as a final reminder of the critical points within the plan. That's all.